In this video, we're going to find the zeros in the vertex form of f of x equals x squared minus 5x plus 7. So the first thing I'm going to do is I am going to set that equal to 0. So I got x squared minus 5x plus 7 equals 0. I'm always going to try to do a magic x first, so I only need two numbers that multiply to 7 and add to negative 5. I know my only choices are 1 and 7, and that's not going to work, so I'm going to have to try to produce another method. I always go to quadratic formula next. So I'm going to go x equals negative b, which would be negative 5, plus or minus the square root of negative b squared minus 4 times the a, which is the 1 in front of the x squared, times the b, which is the 7, all over 2 times the 1 in front of the x squared. Double negative goes positive, so we get positive 5 plus or minus square root of negative 5 squared is 25, minus 4 times 1 times 7 would be 28, all over 2. Then we've got 5 plus or minus 25 minus 28 is negative 3 over 2. I know when I have a negative under a radical sign, I got to pluck my i's out. So we get I square root of 3 over 2. Technically, that's a 0. Really, I should probably do this. It's my x value. My y value would be 0. And technically, it's 2 zeros because of the plus minus. All right, now we're going to do the same thing. Find the vertex form of this. So I'm going to start by just switching the f of x to y. And then I've got x squared minus 5x plus 7. I'm going to take this 7 and move it to the other side by subtracting. And at this point, since I'm completing the square, I add in my plus blanks. And then I set up my cheating factoring. And this one's kind of nasty. We're going to have a fraction in the middle, because when I divide this by 2, I get negative 5 halves. When I square the negative 5 halves, I square the top and square the bottom, so that's going to give me positive 25 fourths. Which means that I need to make 7 into fourths. So right now it's 7 over 1. I need to multiply top and bottom by 4. So that's going to give me 28 fourths. So I'm going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to rewrite this as 28 fourths. Okay, so now I'm going to combine like terms. Negative 28 and positive 25 is negative 3 fourths. I'm going to take this and move it back to the other side. So that's going to give me, I'm going to add it. So we get x minus 5 halves squared plus 3 fourths. It's not a big deal that they're fractions. So our vertex form, where I change the sign if it's coming in or out of parentheses, it's going to be positive 5 halves, and I keep the sign on the outside, positive 3 fourths.